welcome back to my channel. I am Letitia and this is That's So Letitia. And to all of my new viewers, supporters, subscribers, welcome guys. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I hope you enjoy the content. And to all of my returning viewers, supporters, subscribers, welcome back guys. As always, it is a pleasure to see you. Without further ado, let's jump into this video. No, do not adjust your screens. This is a trust the process kind of ensemble I have going on. Excuse me. This is what I call the storm before the sleigh look. Okay, so just stick with me. We're going places. Literally, I am going out, like outside. Oh my gosh, right? I am going out for tacos. But this is a welcomed outing for me. I'm now just gonna use the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Water Powder Serum because it's like a bazillion degrees outside and I don't need any oil, shine, sweat, spit, nothing to show through my makeup. Yes, I stated this is a welcomed outing for me. I haven't gone out in several months unless I've been going out with my husband and our children. And for tonight's outing, I'm actually going out with my sister. Her and I, we both have been extremely busy. You know, the typical mom, being a wife, working, you know, taking care of self. So it's always a welcomed surprise whenever we both have time in our schedule that we can accommodate one another and actually go out and just kind of catch up and grab a cocktail, grab a bite to eat and just kind of catch up a little bit. So that is what we are getting ready for this evening. So now that we have on the primer, I'm going to do a little bit of color correcting. I'm going to use first Huda Beauty's Faux Filter Color Corrector in shade Papaya. We all know this is a under eye corrector for me. I hope you guys are having a great day, evening, morning, weekend, weekday, you know, whatever time of the day it is, whatever day of the week it is when you guys see this. I hope you all are doing well. We are in a nationwide heat wave. Oh my goodness. So it is literally not just us down here in Nevada that is burning alive, but I've been seeing the weather on the news and it's been insane. What the hell? I was in an Uber the other day and the driver was like, we did something to piss Mother Earth off because he's like, you can't escape it. If you are in the lower 48, you're going through some sort of like really random weather situation. Like there's been wildfires in New Jersey and in New York. So yeah, this summer is bringing the fire, literally. So this evening will definitely be one that is after the sun goes down, because at least out here when the sun goes down, we're looking at about 95, 98 degrees. Yeah. During the day, oh no. I went out to the store a few days ago and I put on sunscreen. I had it, you know, obviously on my face, and then I had it on my arms too. The sun was doing too much to the point where I literally was like hiding my arms because it felt like any bit of moisture that I had put on my body was frying as I was walking. Insane. I'm so ready for winter. And I say this Every year, if you watch any of my videos within the last 4 years from this time of the year, I'm forever complaining about I cannot wait until winter. But I'm sure this summer, this year, there are so many people out there that are like, I am right there with you. Like, where the hell is Christmas? I'm ready to hear Mariah Carey. That is just how serious it is. And I despise that damn song, but I promise it will be such a welcomed, oh my gosh, such a welcomed sound, because at least I know that it is going to be cold. And what I just put down here is also another color corrector, but this one is by Fenty Beauty. This is Matchstick in the shade Pumpkin. And now to neutralize the color corrector, I'm going to use Too Faced Loose Setting Powder. This is from the Born This Way collection. This one is in translucent medium. I have learned that although the color corrector, the layer that I put on, it's rather thin, depending on the coverage of my complexion product, it still shows through. And I don't want to look orangey. So the setting powder actually helps to neutralize the orange tone so that it doesn't show through my complexion product. And now for our actual complexion product, I'm going to use also by Danessa Myricks. This is the Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder in shade 8.5. Have you guys seen her Insta? She's actually bringing out a 9.5. I didn't know that there wasn't one already. So apparently the requests for it have been overwhelming. So she's actually bringing out a new shade. Good for her. I mean, this, honestly, this has been like her year. This has really been Danessa Myricks' year in terms of her makeup, like just really going viral. Her Yummy Skin is still out, okay? Like, it is still sold out. The Yummy Skin water powder, it's still sold out on, at least on Sephora website, in store, it's sold out. And yeah, like, that is so amazing. Good for her. She deserves it. These products are simply amazing. And every time I see like her on Insta, she's doing like a little tutorial or a little demo, she just looks so over the moon, just ecstatic and just so grateful. So I am so happy for her. And I'm happy for me. Like, this here is every oily girl and boy's dream. Do you hear me? Like, it comes in various shades, plus there is a clear one or translucent one. I mean, the fact that those of us who are used to having to continuously blot throughout the day because oil and shine is appearing, we don't have to do that anymore. If you like wear this or if you use this, like, oh my gosh, that is a win. That is a win for us all. I can go several hours in the heat, in the sun, with absolutely no retouching to my makeup when I use this. And now for concealers, I'm going to use first the Fenty Beauty We're Even concealer. This one is in shade 410W. I'm going to use this under my eye area. And then I'm going to use Huda Beauty's Faux Filter Concealer. This one is in shade 7.3G or Salted Caramel. And now I'm just going to take a damp beauty blender and begin to blend in the concealers. And now to begin setting the concealers, I'm going to use by Huda Beauty. This is the Easy Bake Loose Baking and Setting Powder in Peach Pie. I almost just had a dang on heart attack. I couldn't find it for like 20 minutes. I'm searching and searching like, okay, you know what? This is what happened when you buy too much makeup. It starts to get away from you. Even though I have like all of the little drawers and cabinets and containers, but somehow, some way, for 20 minutes, I could not find one of my favorite setting powders, and it was about to go up. Oh, I'm the only person that wear makeup, but somebody was gonna cough it up. And then what would you know, I found it right under my nose. Literally right here on my desk. I love how this setting powder, any shades of Huda Beauty, it just blurs and melts right on in. I love that. And now to set all over, Juvia's Lace. This is their powder, pressed powder foundation in shade Burkina. I keep saying I'm going to make my way over to Ulta because I need to pick up my summer shade, and I have yet to go to Ulta. I'm gonna have to make time this week because the sun keeps setting on hell all day out here. Even though I wear sunscreen, it doesn't absolve you from tanning. It just protects you from the UV rays. So I can be protected from the UV rays and still end up burnt as hell. And I cannot be out here with my complexion looking a mess because I didn't pick up my summer shade. And now bronzer. NYX Buttermelt bronzer in Do Butter. The shade here, you guys can see that. I'm going to apply using a Sephora Pro Bronzer brush number 80. Oh my gosh. I love both this bronzer and I love this brush. Like, where has this brush been all my makeup wearing life? Oh my gosh. Nothing like a good bronzer and a good bronzing applicator. And for blush, I am going to use Mented Cosmetics. This is Clay Too Much. So here, I will forever love this blush. It is just the right amount of pigment. If you want a blush that complements, but it knows its place. It's in the background. It's like a supporting actor, right? But one that is worthy of an Oscar. This shade here is amazing. Like, I hate that so many brands feel like, even now, like, in order to cater to those of us that are melanated and definitely those of us that have deeper complexions, that the only blush that shows up on us is like berry toned. Where do y'all get that from? Like, no, just know what you're doing, use proper ingredients, don't skim on products that are supposed to be formulated and have actual pigment in them, and we can wear it regardless of what shade it is. For the longest, I used to feel so defeated. I would go and buy blush or want to go buy blush, and the only blushes that would seem to kind of be catered towards us or for us would be berries. Some sort of berry, some sort of brick. And I'm like, ugh, this is just not the vibe. So for a while, I actually used to use my eyeshadows as blush. We are going to move into our shadow. So for this look, my shadow is not going to be necessarily the focal point. It's more or less going to be my lip, but I still will apply a shadow. I'm just putting some concealer on first. And this is the Huda Beauty one that I used earlier. For my eyeshadow look, I will be using a palette by Patrick Top. This is the Major Dimension eyeshadow palette. I do believe this is the original one. In this one, we have two luminous cream bases, velvety matte and iridescent metallic eyeshadows, and glistening pearl toppers. Love that for me. And this is what it looks like for those of you who have never seen this palette. Okay, so we are going to, let's start off with, let's do this one here, the shade. And I'm going to apply it using a Morphe M433 brush. Kind of right up in the crease area and above. And then we're going to use this shade here. And I'm going to put that towards my outer V. Just kind of drag it inward. Oh, this is giving pigment. I did not even grab that much. Okay, let's diffuse this. I'm just using another brush, kind of going along the outer perimeter of where I applied it, and just kind of in an upward motion, just kind of sweeping it outward a little bit. Boom, that's perfect. I didn't even grab that much. Oh my gosh. My little watch over here is just doing jumping jacks. It's happy for me. It's like we never get this type of motion. Like, girl, come on, do your makeup. Let's go. Your reservation is quickly approaching. He's gonna get there. And it's a restaurant that I've been to before. They have really, really good tacos, and they have a very interesting kind of upscale fusion take on elote corn. I don't know. There's some things I'm just like, if it's not broke, don't try and fix it because you're gonna break it. And elote is one of those. I've had it at several like kind of upscale fusion Mexican restaurants before, And I'm like, not too much on that. Not too much on that. Like, look, leave it be, okay? If y'all not bringing it out in a styrofoam cup with the little red pepper Spanish seasoning that has the lime sauce in it, if Abuelita did not make it from her cart, like, if you know, if it has not been sitting out for some time waiting on me, I love the authenticity of street corn. I do. And when I go to these restaurants, that be the one thing that pisses me off. I'm like, leave it be. If you guys are not gonna make it how it's made, you know, like traditionally, I don't need all that fusion. I don't need the parsley, and I don't need the little flour garnish. I don't need all of that. Tacos, I'll do the tacos. Give me some carne asada, give me the raw onion and the cilantro, a little bit of salsa on the side, not too much, and let me enjoy my evening, my margarita, and the music. But that corn, that's what we'll fight. Leave that corn be. That corn is from my childhood. I grew up in a extremely diverse area of Chicago, and corn, baby, that was just as common for, I shouldn't say corn, elote was just as common for us as going to the store getting Cheetos with hot Cheetos or flaming hot Cheetos with like cheese and peppers. Like, you already knew. It was just as common as hearing like the ice cream truck. So when I go to these restaurants and they call themselves, put their little new age spin on it, I get offended. I get offended. Like, it's, you know, like it's my native street food. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. You could touch all the other stuff, okay? Don't touch the corn. Let's use this one here. The shade here. Going to use a Morphe M224 brush. Like, do y'all ever have those days where you want to be cute, right? You want to do the makeup, but you really don't want to do the makeup. Like, you just want to go as is. Oh, I like that. Yeah, it has a little bit of shimmer to it. Okay, okay, shimmery shimmer. And now what I'm going to do is use this here as a topper. This is a kind of a shimmery tone. See, yep, boom, there we go. This is giving me Space Cowboy. Remember how that was all the craze a few years ago? Oh my goodness, Ulta could not keep that in stock. When I used to work at Ulta, and the girls would come in and go straight to the Urban Decay single shadows, we already knew what they were there for, Space Cowboy. And then if they didn't have Space Cowboy, then the dupe was ColourPop Ritz. And under, I'm going to use a black eyeliner and just line my lower lash line. Now I'm going to take a Eco Tools smudge brush, and I'm going to take this shade here and just sweep that across the lower area right below where we applied the black liner. And before I apply my lipstick, let's put on some Charlotte Tilbury's Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. And moving on to my lips, first I will be applying a lip liner. This is in the shade Spicy by the brand The Makeup Shack. And what I'm going to put on top is a Retro Matte Liquid Lipstick by MAC. This is in shade Ruby Foo. Ruby Foo. P-H-E-W. Alright guys, so this is the final look. Off camera, I applied Eyelure Luxe Faux Mink Lashes in the style Lavish. And I had an issue with the hairpiece that I originally was going to wear. The issue is the cap is a little bit too small for my head. I knew I had a big head. I didn't know it was that big. But one monkey don't stop no show. I always keep a backup. This is the backup. I love curly units that are kind of wild and frizzy. I don't like curly units that are like tamed and primp and prissy. I don't like that. If it's curly, give me volume, give me woof, especially with a red lip. So this one is doing what I needed to do. I'm not too thrilled with the fact that it's a cap, so it's not lace, meaning like there's nothing to pluck. So it looks kind of full up and through here, which is fine. It's okay. It is what it is. I still like it. So yeah. All right guys, so this is my look. Forgive me, I have a setup for beauty, not for fashion, but I wanted to show you guys what I'm wearing. So the t-shirt is a collab that Diane von Furstenberg did with Target. I wanted to mimic the red lip, which is why I wore a red lip for this look. The pants are from Paige and the belt is from Celine, along with my Bottega Dude. The fragrance for the evening is by Forever Mood. I Am Her. I am in love with that scent. I'm almost halfway done with the bottle, so hopefully I can re-up because I love that fragrance. Guys, thank you so much for sticking around and watching this video. As always, in the description box below, there will be a list of all products used to achieve this look. Guys, be well, stay safe, stay cool, stay hydrated, exercise, self-care. It is not a privilege, but a necessity. Check on your strong friends after you check in with yourself. And until next time, we shall chat again soon.